What's up YouTube, this is Joey Boy, and today we have a Pokemon Showdown Live. Haven't given you guys one of these for a while, so I thought I might do just that. We're just going to be using my kind of gimmicky offense team to kind of warm up a little bit. Might switch up teams a little bit later. So we're just going to leave off with Breloom, as I like to do with this team, considering it is a Sash Breloom. Now, this could be a Scarf Jirachi, in which case it's be annoying if it just Ironhead flinches us. Let's see. Still gonna go for the Spore. Ironhead definitely flinched. Man, Jirachi just sometimes. Definitely annoying. That's for sure. He's gonna Ironhead again. Now I'd imagine he's gonna switch out here. Unless he literally just, yeah, alright, there's the switch into Garchomp. And let's think. Could go into Cloyster to set up, or could go into Starmie. Cloyster sets up. Yeah. Kind of weaken the team a little bit. We're gonna go on a Cloyster. Get up for Shell Smash. This is a Sash Cloyster, so even if he has, well, I don't know, like Draco Meteor, you know, we'll still survive. Yeah, there's the Fire Blast. And still only doing not even 70% to Garchomp, and we're gonna fire off some Icicle Spears. Now, his best bet, once we take out... Oh, he's going to switch now. Okay. He wants to save his Garchomp, I suppose. There we go. Well, we took out his Tyranitar. Breloom is now our least helpful member. Just because the only thing it could potentially outspeed is Landorus T. Yeah. So I would have to imagine he's going to go into Jirachi here, unless he's fearing something like King's Rock, which a lot of people tend to think I have on this Cloyster. Okay, he's going to go into Keldeo. We could save Cloyster later and try and get a Healing Wish off. So yeah, we're actually going to go... We're going to go into Starmie. Save Cloyster potentially for later. He's going to go for a Secret Sword. And we're going to go for a Thunderbolt with Starmie. Looking at his team, I think that's probably going to be a Scarf Keldeo. It would have done more with Secret Sword otherwise. He's going to go into Latias, who doesn't take anything. And we're going to go into Scarf Jirachi. There we are. Pretty easy move for us. Jirachi, you know, does well against Latias. We're probably going to use Ironhead because more people than you would imagine stay in with Latias. He's going to go for Dragon Pulse and he crits. Now, actually, no. We're going to go... He's leftovers, so he's definitely some kind of Calm Mind Latias. I think we're going to U-turn here in case he wants to switch. If he doesn't switch, we'll just sack Breloom. Because again, Breloom's not too useful in this matchup. Yeah, see, stays in, as many do, so we're going to sack Breloom here. As he just recovers. Alright, and that's why I actually like to Ironhead, but we're... Yeah, we're just going to Spore and sack this Breloom, unless, of course, Dragon Pulse doesn't take us out. Of course it does. Back into Jirachi. Now we're going to Ironhead this time. You know, he might expect this and switch out to Keldeo or Landorus, or, you know, Garchomp has rough skin. Yep, there's the switch. We Ironhead Garchomp. we want to keep Jirachi for Healing Wish later. We're going to go into Starmie. My guess. This might not be looking too good for us. He's going to set up rocks. I'm going to spin those away, because that is the #1 thing Starmie is here for. Spin off. There we go. Rapid spin. He's going to stay in and try and take us out. And he does just that. Now, if we go into Tracheon to take out this Garchomp, we lose our Sash. And then we can... we could set up, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna go into Terrakion in close combat here. Take out this Garchomp. Yeah, the Keldeo is still the major problem. Okay, he's gonna switch out into Landorus, which means we gotta keep our Sash. He's leftovers. I'm gonna taunt here because I don't want him setting up. Now I think this is just a defensive variant, but okay, no, he is in fact Rock Posh. Gonna take this opportunity to set up rocks, just because the passive damage might help in a potential Cloyster sweep. That's looking like our best bet, is Healing Wish, getting a Healing Wish off on Cloyster, and then setting up again. But Keldeo still looks like it revenges us. He's gonna stealth, he's gonna Stone Edge, probably over predicting, thinking I wanted to go into Dragonite. Yeah. But I don't know, he's got a pretty... This is a very standard team. I think we talked about this one in, I think it was one of the Pokemon replays of the day. I gave you guys a very quick how to make a strong team, and it was this format. Tyranitar, a Steel type, Ground type, Keldeo, Latias, and another Dragon. So there you go, he Earthquakes, and now we're going to go into Jirachi. We're going to Healing Wish. Now, he's not taunted anymore. We just have to hope he doesn't set up. He's taking his time here. He's probably thinking about what I want to do, because he knows we're Scarf Jirachi, and Scarf Jirachis tend to have Ice Punch. Jirachi's not a bad win condition either, though. Might have been a... No, we couldn't have gone to Dragonite, though. Maybe we should have just gone into Cloyster here. We might have misplayed a bit. We could have gone into Cloyster and just fire off an Icicle Spear. Yeah, because he's going to Rock Polish, which is a problem. We lose... Oh, we don't... Oh, that's interesting. We don't lose Cloyster's Sash there. But this Stone Edge... I don't know. I think we've lost this round, unfortunately. Stone Edge. Okay, well, at least we live a little bit. But Cloyster's not going to be getting through Keldeo or Jirachi. And I don't think this Lander's outspeed, so we don't get 5-0'd, but I don't think we're gonna win. He does outspeed. There you go, we're gonna lose Dragonite too. I guess we just have to rely on Stone Edge misses. We'll go for a couple Dragon Dances. If we can get 2 off, we might still win, but I think that's a GG to the Argus. I have a feeling he's up the ladder a little bit. I just did his rating. It might show up in just a minute. Yeah, Argus. Oh, the Argus. Well, I'll get in a second. Now we have to hope for a Stone Edge miss here. to potentially put us. No, but we don't get it. That's alright. Yeah, he's pretty decent up on the ladder. But, oh, we lose our 2000 rating, which is kind of annoying. I know I've decayed because I haven't been playing on Joey Boy for a while. But let's switch the team up a little bit. I lost a lot of my teams recently when I updated my computer. And I guess I don't know, whatever I lost my teams regardless. So I've been making new ones. Trying to remember. Let's give this team a go. I think this was a good one. And we come up against a very similar team. I feel like that's how this game works, though. I feel like the first time you load up a new team, you are automatically put up against another team. Now, I know Scizor is a problem for this team, if I remember correctly. He's definitely going to leave with Skarmory, or, alright, with Keldeo. As I lead with Terrakion. And I'm just going to take this opportunity to set up rocks. Yeah. So this team is kind of based around Kieran Black and Keldeo. I've been trying to make a team utilizing those two since they've been receiving quite a lot of hype on the Smogon Overused forum. So I've been trying to utilize them the best way possible. So there you go, he brings us down to the Sash. We're going to go into Starmie here, because it's our best, and he switches out. Maybe predicting that switch. He goes into Gengar. I'm gonna go into Terrakion and potentially sack it. As he switches again, he goes into Scizor, and that's fine. We're not losing anything. Now I'm gonna go for close combat here in case he wants to. Alright, there we go. Now we know that's a Scarfed Scizor. He's gonna go into Skarmory. Now I can go into Starmie and fire off a Thunderbolt, which nothing really wants to take. Maybe Kyurem, but then it takes Stealth Rock damage. Yep. Here we go. We're going to fire off a Life Orb. Yeah, he's just going to sack Skarmory, I suppose. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess he was just fearing my own Starmie. Anyway, he goes into his Scarf Scizor. We're going to have to go into Keldeo here, and he does pursue us, but Starmie lives, which is good. Now, I don't know if we want to set up a Calm Mind. It doesn't look like we need to. Unless he's running a Scarf Kyurem. We're going to fire off a Life Orb Surf. This is going to hurt everything, pretty much. Except his Keldeo. I think he's going to be Scarf Keldeo, if I had to guess. We're going to sack Starmie here. As he goes for the Secret Sword. And we don't see Life Orb or Leftovers or anything, so he's definitely Scarfed. So I'm going to take this opportunity to set up with Dragonite. Big D-Knight. And he's just going to stay in Secret Sword. I'm wondering, why would he stay in Secret Sword? Maybe we go for another Dragon Dance. He's got two priority users. It's a Scarf Scizor though. If he's got Scarf Kyurem, that's a problem. But I do have one as well. But I need to get rid of Scizor. I'm gonna Extreme Speed here. Yeah. There we go. Take out Keldeo. I guess he kind of has to hope he has Scarf Kyurem, because his Scarf Scizor won't be taking me out in one hit. And I have Fire Punch. Then he can always revenge me with Lucario. Let's see where he's taking his time here. I think we may have him, because I think his Scarf user was the Keldeo. For those who don't know, this team is Sash Terrakion, Sash Alakazam, Life Orb Starmie, Life Orb Keldeo, Lum Dragon Dance, Dragonite, and Scarf Kyurem. It's something I've just been toying around with. He's going to go in his Kyurem. I hope he doesn't. I think. I'm gonna outrage here. Yep, he does not have the Scarf Kirim. But he lured the outrage, I suppose, to... Wow, look at that. Sword Stance. And unfortunately, I don't get the... It would have been better if I... Alright, we live. Outrage, and we're going to cure it with Lumberry, and he's going to have to go into his Scizor to potentially revenge me with Bullet Punch. I'll just extreme speed there. Get a crit. It's not too important. Now we can go into Keldeo. Fire for Surf. He says GG. GG. Gengar can come in and potentially revenge Keldeo, but we do have the Scarf Kirim and the Sash Alakazam. So there we go. GG. That Thunder Mist didn't matter in the end, and he's quite high up on the ladder as well. So there we go. We lost the first guy, but at least we beat him. Let's stick with his team. I've been working on it, so it's good to get it some practice. Here we go. This is interesting. He's got a Nidoking. You never see that. I'm going to set up my rocks early game. He doesn't have a spinner, so that will be helpful. But it looks like, again, we have to get rid of Scizor and potentially Magnezone, and Scarf Kirim goes to work. He's going to lead off with Rotom. You know what? In this situation, I usually Stealth Rocks, but so many Will-O-Wisp on the first turn, when I really think you should just... So we're going to taunt, see if he Will-O-Wisps, and they always Will-O-Wisp. They always Will-O-Wisp. So we're going to set up rocks here, because he goes for Hydro Pump. That's fine. We'll get off a big chunk with Close Combat against him. I'm trying to read his team a little bit, and the Nidoking is throwing me off. Usually the only time you'll see Nidoking is if someone's running Smash Pass. Oh, that kind of sucks. I got a Close Combat critical hit on his Rotom, and it takes it right out. Rotom's not too big a problem for this team, but it does give Starmie a little easier time. He's going to go into Scizor. I'll Close Combat here as he does Bullet Punch. I suppose we'll go into Starmie. Or we could go into Keldeo, but no, Psyshock Latias is really the only thing that can stop this Juggernaut. So we're going to fire for Surf here. He can go into Latias or Tyranitar, but Tyranitar is going to take a whole lot from Analytic Life Orb Starmie. I suppose we'll fire off another one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause it here very quickly. I have to go run and grab my computer charger. Got that, guys, but I'm back, and it looks like he sacked his Tyranitar. Now we're gonna go for a Surf here because it weakens this Scizor, who we want out of the way for Scarf Kirim. So there you go, he takes us out with a U-turn. That's alright. We just wanted to really weaken this Scizor because Magnezone's not too great at stopping the Scarf Kirim. And he goes right into the Magnezone. Now he doesn't show... I think we might go into... Now, when does Leftovers take into account? I think we're going to go into Dragonite here. I think he might be Scarfed, or sorry, Spexed. As he does go for a Volt Switch, we're going to set up a DD on the Switch here, which will be pretty devastating, I think, from the looks of his team. Unless he's running maybe a Scarf Latias, which would be annoying. Scarf Latias would be the one thing he kind of needs in this situation. He's taking his time thinking about who he wants to switch into. He does go into Scizor. That's fine. We can take it out with an extreme speed to avoid the Bullet Punch. Thanks to extreme speed's +2 priority, whereas Bullet Punch has +1 priority. That is a new feature in the 5th gen for any people watching who are used to 4th gen mechanics. So yeah, it looks pretty good for us. I'm not totally sure. He does go into Latias, but I think it's probably just because he wants to lure the Outrage to potentially Magnezone can potentially take 1, as he does go into that. I think Magnezone will live, and he'll probably go for something like a Specs Thunderbolt, which would take us out. But the fact that he sacked Latias tells me that Nidoking isn't Scarfed, which is, again, one of the few Nidoking sets I would have thought that was, and means that Keldeo can, Keldeo can clean up here. Now, I think I'm going to go for, we didn't really get to see Kyurem, so we're actually going to use Scarf Kyurem to clean up the rest of his team. He does go into Nidoking, he's futile. We do have the monster that is Scarf Kyurem. The reason I made this team was because recently on Smogan's Overused Forum there was a lot of talk about how Life Orb Keldeo does work, and Scarf Kyurem is a huge problem for a lot of offensive teams. So I wanted to try and make a team with the 2 of those guys. So there you go, I think I'm going to leave it there. We did decently here, won 2 out of 3 matches. That first game though, I mean, we kind of got wrecked. We got 5-0'd. Again, this is a very solid team composition. If you're ever wondering, if you ever just need to make a team very quickly, this format is very good. But then my new team showed its chops by going 2-0 against decent opponents. This guy was just in the 1900s, and this guy was 2200s. So they were pretty decent players, and the team did well. So there you go. That is going to be today's Pokemon Showdown Live. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment about what you think of Scarf Kyurem. I didn't get to show it off too much in these battles, but it's something I've definitely been liking recently. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.